What's up, Lucky Gamers? It's Lucky Lux, and today we're going to be talking about Yuzu. And honestly, she's an amazing unit for PvP, and then she'll also be good for you in the chested raid and PvE and several other missions that you use her for. And we're going to talk about how you want to level her skills, and then just how you can use her in different situations. But if you guys like the video, go ahead and hit the like button, comment down below what you guys think about Yuzu, and hit the subscribe button if you guys enjoy the content I'm putting out. But anyways, let's go ahead and hop into the video. Alright, so for Yuzu, she is going to be a natural 3-star. She's going to be a dealer in metal, attack type piercing, defense type special. She's going to be an S in urban. She's going to be a B in field, and a D in indoor. Now, Yuzu is an amazing unit that I honestly don't feel like I can cover in 5 minutes, but it's alright. She's amazing because she's a defense type of special. She has a decent amount of HP, so she doesn't get completely just bombarded by like Hibiki and doesn't get sniped out by Shun with a one-shot, right? But she has an awesome part of her kit that makes her really viable for PvP that I'll explain. But first I'll go over her EX skill. It does 359% of attack is damage to enemies within a circular area around a designated target, of course minus level 2. So this gives her a chance to like pretty much like just knock out Iori and Haruna if they're sitting right behind Tsubaki, or for the chested raid coming up, you can take out a large group of enemies. And just help your clear, especially if you didn't get the twins, right? But the main part of her kit that's really exciting is her basic skill. Deals 154% of attack is damage in a circular area around the enemy with the highest attack every 25 seconds. Now, of course, mine's level 3, but this is really good because this gives her a chance to snipe out Shun. If Shun is like one of the last units on the field, she can actually kill them. Or Iori and Haruna are usually like right next to each other, and this gives you a chance to take out both of them with the basic skill as well. And this is like guaranteed because it pops right on top of them. Honestly, this is one of the best skills in the game for taking out a, like I say one of, not the one of the best skills in the game, because it can actually target a specific unit based off of their attack. And then also she has crit on her. Crit damage on her enhanced skill, which is really good because it allows her to pretty much just like, you know, one-shot any of the DPSs with her damage. And then her sub-skill gives her an increase of crit damage as well whenever using her EX skill or basic skills, which is like come on, that's just a shit ton of crit damage, honestly. But we're going to go ahead and talk about how you want to level these skills in the priority. Okay, so honestly, when it comes to leveling up her skills, it depends on the way you want to use her. If you're using her for PvE mostly, then you want to do EX skill, then you do sub skill, passive skill, and normal skill, because the EX skill is going to give you most of your damage from hitting those units, making sure she can clear out and still do some decent boss damage. Sub skill, because this is going to increase her crit damage for both her EX skill and normal skill. And then passive skill, because it just ups her crit damage as much. And then in PvE, this normal skill is really not going to do that much like damage for you. It's going to be like alright, but the EX skill is going to be the main thing that you want. Now for PvP, it's going to be a completely different, not completely different, but a little bit different order. You're going to want to go normal skill, because this is what you're going to use to take out specific units, and you want to make sure you have this to just like completely just obliterate any DPS they have. Then you want to go for the sub skill, because that gives her extra crit damage on the normal skill and EX skill whenever she uses it. Passive skill, and then you want to go EX skill, because the EX skill honestly is the attack that is not really guaranteed, because if there's nobody around Tsubaki, then it's only hitting Tsubaki, which honestly Tsubaki could probably dodge this, so it's not that important for her. It's the normal skill in PvP that you really want to level up and try to max out if you can. But we'll go ahead and talk about her equipment. Now, when leveling up Yuzu's equipment, you honestly want to go for the hat first, because that gives her extra like base damage on her skills and a little bit extra crit damage, honestly. This is really strong for her. Then you want to go for the wristwatch. This gives her even more crit damage and then a little extra crit chance. That way you can make sure she actually crits. And then go for the hairpin. This will be really good for her because it gives her more health where she already has a decent health pool, right? And that's honestly the order: hat, wristwatch, hairpin. Now, Yuzu is an amazing unit. I do suggest that if you have the chance to get her, you go ahead and get her. She can be very viable for you in PvP if you build her properly and you place her properly, because Hibiki and Shun are going to have to take a couple shots on her versus just completely getting one shot like Iori and Haruna do. And like honestly, she does really well everywhere she's put, PvE, PvP, whatever you do. Anyways, I'm going to go ahead and get out of here. You lucky gamers, have a good one. Lucky Lux out.